So, guys, today I'm tell you the most important chapters, the most important topics that are most relevant in the Air Force X Group examination. The chapters are following. If you're asking for the math thing, I will give you the only 10 chapters of the mathematics that will, if you do these 10 chapters, definitely you will secure 15 to 20 marks in the math section. I'm talking about the maths. So you can note down this chapter. The first chapter is integration. Integration, probably two to three questions. I'm saying two to three questions generally are come from this section part, this particular section, integration. Then after trigonometry, trigonometry is very relevant. So I have told you two chapters: integration, trigonometry, conic sections, matrix and determinants. Generally two to three questions from the matrix and determinants and derivative. These are five chapters. Most of the questions come from these five chapters. I mean that these five chapters are the super important that can give you 11 to 10 marks. Definitely, that can definitely give 11 to 10 marks. I'm gonna share you the another five chapters. These are less relevant, but I can say even 1 mark question will come from this section. The another these five chapters are vector, 3D sequence, probability, permutation and combination. Generally, permutation and combination is not very that much relevant for this examination, but if you do so, there we might be a possibility that even one or two questions come from this level. If you have done the math thing, I'll move to the physics. Don't you know, guys, that the physics is the most serious thing about this examination? Guys, even though secure good marks in maths and English, but they can't even qualify the section cutoff of the physics. So physics syllabus is quite much vast. I'll give you some specific topics. The first topic is thermodynamics. Most of the questions come from the thermodynamics. I have seen a lot of questions from the heat related thing. There are many questions that you will gonna see in the examinations that are related to heat in the Air Force examination. Specifically, most interesting about the heat thing. There are some questions for the heat, expansion of the materials, expansion of the fluids by the temperature of the heat. So you must note down. I will give you some. I will give you some topics. The first topic is unit and dimension. Unit and dimension. Generally, dimension formulas come from this units, and some specific methods. 1D, average speed, average velocity, and average acceleration. From the two-dimensional geometry, vector and circular motion. Law of motion, friction, Newton's law, work energy power, collision, gravitation. Gravitation, it will definitely bring even two questions from this. For the question might be from the maximum height or the maximum range. That is gravitation. Specifically, depth, height, escape, and orbital velocity. And mechanical property of fluids, surface tension, viscosity. Wave, pendulum, SHM. Electrostatic, charge and field, potential, capacitance, and heating. Magnetism. In magnetism, there are some laws. These laws are very relevant. The Biot-Savart law, solenoid, Ampere circuit law, and fringe. The fringe width. This is also very important. AC. Let's come to the alternating current section. Impedance, frequency, RL circuits, RLC, and XL. Let's come to the optics. Ray optics, mirror, reflection, refractive index, lens formula, lens maker's formula, and wave optics, fringe width. Fringe width, it will definitely come with a one question. Fringe width. That is optional that you might do atomic and nuclear physics. In the past attempt, the last intake was have a question from the uranium reaction. That was a uranium 235 reaction that I haven't prepared yet. I remember that question that it has came. And the last thing is I have to remind you all that you must have to do the thermodynamics very. If any question is somehow related to thermodynamics, you have to pay more attention to that type of questions that are even though partially related with thermodynamics. So yeah, that's it. And English syllabus is the whole world knows the what is the English syllabus. So if you have some of the English syllabus from the 11th class, 12th, you might pass the examination. There might be an passage of the 5 marks which you have to do at the same time. You have to manage all the time, and I must have to look for the answers about this passage. The English syllabus have antonym, synonym, and the most interesting thing is sometimes it might come with the two spelling errors. So you have to be very precautious. And even though at the moment it is exam time, there are narration, there are active passive voice, tense, gerund, participle, verbs, nouns, and pronouns. That's it. That much is enough for the Air Sax Crew examination. If you have liked that video, subscribe to the channel and comment if you have any queries about this thing.